Hey folks, welcome to Dave's Kitchen. And told you I'd be back soon. So anyways, tonight we're making like shepherd's pie. Well, it's not really shepherd's pie, it's more like cottage pie. But anyways, so I got all the ingredients here. Everything's ready to go. And you know what? I'm gonna cook all the veggies, cook the meat, put the potatoes on top, put them in the oven for half an hour, and it should be good to go. So, actually, I saw someone today use boxed potatoes. Like, what is that? Like boxed potatoes. I don't know. But anyways, you know what? Let's get started because it's getting late and, well, I'm kind of hungry, but anyways, you're probably hungry. So let's get started. Okay, so what I gotta do is I'm putting in onions, carrots, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some stuff I got left over from the last episode, which was like hours ago. So it's just like a little bit of mushrooms, some more onion, you know, like a couple little tidbits of peppers and stuff, and that's it. So, what we need to do is saute this around. Now, I got another pot here, and I've already boiled the potatoes, so I'm going to make like some mashed potatoes, like garlic mashed potatoes. And what I did was, I put some garlic in the oven, in some tin foil, a little bit of olive oil. I roasted it at 400 for about, I don't know, 40 minutes, something like that. There was about 5 cloves of garlic. So you could do the whole head of garlic, but I didn't do the whole head of garlic. You know, I did like 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, and right now, I'm just going to saute the carrots. Like carrots, I don't know why they take so long to like I don't know why they take so long to soften up. Like I chop them small, but they take a bit. So that's kind of like the perils of fresh ingredients. You know, I mean, if I was using canned, they would just kind of like fall apart. Stir it around a little bit more, but a little bit more olive oil. It's probably about 2 tablespoons altogether now. You know, because I don't want to put too much in, you know, fat and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, you gotta cook the stuff, so, and you don't want it to stick. But anyways, so I got some potatoes in this pot, and they're not gonna take long. It's just like mashed potatoes. And I got the heat on like really low, like almost a simmer. Okay, so just make a little space kind of like in the middle. And take some garlic. I got like, I don't know, 3 cloves of garlic here. And just put them in till, you know, 30 to 45 seconds as usual until they're fragrant. just a tad bit more olive oil, and just until they're fragrant, which is about pretty much now. Okay, so here's the difference. Shepherd's pie is made with lamb, ground lamb. Cottage pie is made with ground beef. So a lot of times you can't find the ground lamb. It's hard for me to find it. But I'm doing it with ground beef. And this is like lean ground beef, so there's not like tons of fat in it. Okay, but you're going to get kind of like the same result. What you got to do is just kind of mix it around until, you know, the pink kind of comes out of it. Because what we're going to do is we're going to cook the rest of it in the oven. You know, you might have to add like maybe a tad bit more olive oil. But other than that, here's what we're going to do. Next, we got to add the spices. Okay? And the spices are going to like bring a lot of the flavors out. And I know it's not like shepherd's pie, but it's close. And there's a couple other ingredients that you'd probably never figure that I would have to add to it. So, first thing, salt, probably about a teaspoon, and that's kosher salt. Cracked black pepper, and you know, a good dose of it. I mean, black pepper, this stuff never hurt anyone. Just, you know, if you have to, you have to, but don't use the powdered stuff. Okay, mix it around, and the next thing we're going to add in, look at that, pink's already coming out of it. Next thing we're going to add in, I've got about a teaspoon of like rosemary. I got about half a teaspoon of like thyme. And mix all those spices in. Next thing, like this is quick, it doesn't take that long. And even though the carrots are not like soft, they're going to get soft in the oven. Okay, because we're going to put it in the oven. So, I got, I don't know, a tablespoon or so of Worcestershire sauce. I got about a quarter cup of red wine. Put it in. Stir it around. Just let it kind of all blend together. Is the mashed potatoes. Okay, so the mashed potatoes, actually, I roasted some garlic. So I've got like some roasted garlic here. You need some pepper. You know, like some guys put them both in the same thing. Like, I haven't graduated to that yet. But anyways, you got pepper, a little bit of salt. You got the garlic in there. And I've got like couple tablespoons of butter. And I've got like about I don't know, quarter cup of milk. And I mean, you can use heavy cream if you want, like whipping cream. Okay, so we need these like nice and smooth, because what we're going to do is put this on top of everything. And hopefully these things are smooth enough. Mix all the stuff in, mix the garlic in, the butter, salt, pepper. So they're kind of like a garlic mashed potato. Those are done. Okay, so now, then you've got like all this meat. And what we're going to do with this, turn the burner off. And I sprayed this pan or dish or whatever the heck you call it with just some cooking spray, just lightly. Okay? And we're going to put all this in. Now, there's not much fat in here. Like this is like lean ground beef. So there's not too much in there. Okay, but spread it out on whatever dish you got. I just happen to have a round one, but spread it out. Make sure it's all kind of packed down. Okay, then the next thing, we've got two things we're going to add. Okay, so we've got corn. And actually, guys, this is from a can. Drained, but it's from a can. So, you know, time of the year, everything else, it's from the can. You know, but it's a good brand and stuff. And the next thing we're going to add is cream corn, which you're not going to get fresh because, like, who makes cream corn fresh? No one. So, like I said, I'm only going to use stuff that I can't get fresh. Okay, so this is like cream corn. I'm going to put it around, make sure everything's covered. And on top of that, now we do the final phase. And on top of that, we're going to do these garlic mashed potatoes. Okay? So, there's like roasted garlic in here. All you got to do is just spread it around. Don't worry about if it's too neat or not neat or whatever the heck it is. Just, okay, make sure the whole top is covered. Make sure we get all the garlic out of there. It's there. Make sure everything is covered. Okay, I've already got an oven preheated to 350. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to put a little bit of Parmesan, grated, not from a package, not from, you know, baggies and those, you know, cardboard carton type things or whatever the hell those things are. You know, I just hate that stuff. Okay, so, and the last thing we're going to put on, this is some paprika. Now, this particular paprika, well, it's hot, spicy, you know, but you don't need a ton of it. And you can use like smoked paprika, regular paprika, whatever you want to use. Just put some on top. It just gives it that little bit of extra kick. And then it's 350. Put it in the oven for about half an hour. Okay? So once it's bubbling on the sides and the top is kind of like getting browned and stuff, that's what you want. Okay, so about half an hour, we'll be back. It'll be done. Okay, so everything's done. I had it there for like 35 minutes. The last 5 minutes, I put it under the broiler. So, oh, this is gonna be like, oh. This is gonna be hot. Okay, folks. Shepherd's pie's done. Actually, it's cottage pie, but it's done. Who's gonna know the difference? You taste all the flavors. So, again, never mind the Instant Pot, never mind the air fryer, never mind all that kind of stuff. Cheers. All that stuff, when you cook it like this, all the flavors blend together. And like I said, I don't use much out of the can, but canned cream corn, like where are you going to find cream corn fresh? You can't. It doesn't exist. So I use some corn, canned corn, drained. The rest is all fresh. Potatoes, meat, carrots, onions, all that kind of stuff. You know what? I saw someone use like a box of like potatoes. What kind of potatoes come in a box? You know, it's just laziness, period. Okay, so this stuff doesn't take that long. Throw it together, throw it in the oven, 35 minutes, 35 minutes. Put the last 5 minutes on broil, and there you go. Okay, so it's cold out, it's comfort food, and it's gonna make your inside feel good. Okay, so never mind ordering all this kind of stuff from Skip the Dishes and all these other kind of characters who bring the stuff and it's cold and warm and not that good. Make it yourself. You don't have to leave your house. You can have a drink, like I said, watch Netflix, YouTube. Well, YouTube, preferably YouTube. Well, preferably me. But anyways, I haven't been around that long. I'm new to all this stuff. So, you know what? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and you know what? I'm gonna make a lot more. And I'm gonna do some tacos. I'm gonna do, next up is probably enchiladas. I'm gonna do some enchiladas that are quick, easy, and they taste amazing. And that's all you gotta do. Use fresh stuff, use the ingredients that's available to you, and never mind all this box and cans and jars and all this nonsense and all this like quick, Instant Pot. Oh my God, it's ready in 8 minutes. And air fryers and all that kind of, forget all that nonsense. You know what? That's not what food's about. Food's about the taste, what you make of it, and how good it is after everything's finished. And you know what? You feel good about it. So forget all that stuff. Again, hit the subscribe, hit the notification, hit the like, and we'll see you later. Take care.